Alright, although what's important, guys, is make sure that you're promoting your business cards daily and making sure that you're charging your content along the way, while you also have a jacket pocket where you can go and say I love I, but make sure you have a jacket pocket where you have a charger or portable charger in the jacket pocket inside, and then that cable is also going towards your nice and beautiful phone to charge your phone while you're driving a car. And as your nice and beautiful selfie stick is on the side dashboard of the car itself where the door is, you're just making sure you're doing a great job for yourself to see what's going on around places around town here, so you can go and really promote your name much quicker than ever. So just focus on understanding that there's always more to do every single time. So focus on delivery. Focus on going and delivering your content somewhere closer. Go closer way. Understand? So what you do always is focus on promotion of your tags and what you're doing. So I'm staying over here. I want to quickly promote my business cards over here because there's around 24 mailboxes together, and I'm understanding that no matter what, I realize just quickly on, they have a PCYC over here. So a PCYC is a leisure center where you can go to play table tennis and basketball courts and all that. So that's a PCYC in Australia, which is a Police Citizens Youths Club is what it stands for. And I understand anyway that once I do that, I'm making sure I'm just quickly in the notion of being able to succeed differently always. So I'm focusing on delivering content in a different way all the time. So what I want to do is I park my biological dad's car here quickly, and I make sure that I just cross the road to promote my business cards over here, because there are some promotions over here that it's all together. It's 24 promotions and more, and I'm making sure that no matter what, I just go and promote my business cards quickly, because that's how I feel. I feel no matter what that people can see my nice and beautiful letters and what's happening over here, and they can see exactly how to do my life over here. So it's only 100 people. First 100 people to come to my event, and that's it. I promise you must understand that no matter what, that as I promote my nice and beautiful name over here, I make sure that no matter what, I'm never hitting other people's cars, but there's also cars over here I can promote to. I'm making sure that either way, I'm making sure I let it all be, because I'm just here. I'm making sure that as I drive or walk maybe 20 meters from the car, I promise you I'll let my shoulder bag be in the car right now, because I'm just 20 meters away from the car anyway. So I'm making sure that my shoulder bag is in my car right now, and so is my phone. So what I do is I just go and do the crossing over here. And I'm saying that what I do is I promote myself to these people over here, so I can go and never jailbreak. I never need to jailbreak, but I just left my actual shoulder bag in the actual car over there. So my car is just, in terms of my biological dad's car, is just 20 meters away from me, but my shoulder bag is in the car because it's only a 10 meter radius. It's just a 10 meters. Whereas my actual biological dad's car is 10 meters away from me, and I measure everything in one. So it's all, let's say, 10 meters away. Making sure I'm learning very quickly upon what I need to do to succeed. So making sure anyway, I can always let my nice and beautiful shoulder bag be in my actual biological dad's car or any kind of car that I may drive. And I'm making sure that no matter what, I just focus upon understanding that if it's a 10 meter radius, I just make sure to do that for myself, so that my shoulder bag is in the actual car when the cars are only 10 meters away from me. So whereas now there's around 24, and there's actually 24 mailboxes here. So I'm just understanding that you guys understand where there's 24 mailboxes, man. 24 mailboxes right here. I'm just standing in one spot promoting my business card to all these mailboxes. I love I. So that's the opportunity that you can find. I love I. And I understand Jesus Christ can see this. Make sure you understand every single day. I feel much more success. I feel I have my money back guarantee. I promise you. I have more than I deserve over here. I promise you. But as I promote myself quickly around mailboxes like this, it's the first time. It's the first time actually promoting my business cards like this. I love it. As I promote my business cards this way, I promise you now, it makes sense for me to do what I'm doing. Understand? So what I do is I focus upon understanding that it's so quick and easy, but I've never actually done the promotion of my business cards around 24 mailboxes in one spot, man. It's all together right here. I love it. I promise you all the 24 mailboxes are right here, man. I'm just looking to see my car over there in terms of my biological dad's car to see if anybody may be breaking in. So I love it. Make sure that no matter what, I'm just looking always that I understand the world's good. I'm making sure anyway that I just place all these business cards in these nice and beautiful mailboxes on my way. And there we go. I mean, that's 24 promotions there, man. I'll move on. I mean, that's 24 business cards. I realize it saves me fucking walking around the car park. I understand? Promotion. Now what I do is I have an extra mailbox over here, and I have some car promotions at the PCYC over here. So I promote my car promotions around here somewhere, and I just place another business card over here. Or else this is 25 promotions right here. I make sure I put my business card in that. I love it. Promotion, it's more how I feel. So making sure that I feel how to succeed. I make sure always to deliver. As I deliver, I make sure to always look left and right as I cross the road. As I cross the road where the nice and beautiful section of the crossing is. So I make sure anyway. That's 25 promotions there, and I make sure the young guy. I make sure you guys understand. If I place my nice and beautiful business card on some bus station with a glue tack or something like that somewhere, Roger, I can. But guess what happens? Roger, it's more how I feel that it's much more, let's say, littering. Now, is it littering? Roger, it's more how I feel that if you just give it to the person where their car is and just promote your business cards in the mailbox and on the cards is much better for you, and get a postage and place it on a bus, and that's the best promotion you can get. And then also you can understand that anyway, that if you want to do an extra, if you want to do extra promotions, you can go and give people personally your business card if they talk to you. And also what you can do is you can focus on making sure that from that point you can go and place business cards under a door, and also you can go and do some Facebook advertising and stuff like that if you want to. So what you do is understand straight away. I have 3 business cards over here, and there's only 3 cars around me around here and more. So making sure that no matter what, realize there's around 3 nice and beautiful cars around me over here. So I'm actually giving those business cards, and this is the last business card and more. And I have more coming anyway. I'm making sure I'm delivering. So that nice and beautiful feel where you have 3 cars into your car, and you can always promote yourself very quickly. And you can always go and dwell upon making sure you're doing something to help yourself. So the whole point is making sure that you're loving your life. But if you're loving your life differently, and you're focusing on making sure that you have more than enough success to go and deliver your success to people, and then make sure you understand that if people are trying to cause you trouble, then make sure that you're never losing, but you're delivering something. Understand? Because the police get shifty on you, man. The police get shifty, and they get shifty on you in a way that they start looking to see exactly what you're doing, man. I have some people over there who may be looking at me. So I'm understanding that no matter what I do is I do greater success, but if they come and see you and just give them your driver's license and say, yes sir, I say 3 bags more please, and that way you're promoting yourself. You're making sure that no matter what, that you have more than enough of what you want out of life every single day to succeed. And you're making sure that no matter what, that you can see straight away what you're doing every single day to focus upon your life daily to do greater. And that's all you do, yeah? Just focus on a nice and beautiful life span of your life to do. Just do different aspects of life is what I'm saying. If you understand anything about life, I'm not saying that I just go and promote my business cards over here. Making sure that since I have these business cards, I just let it be now. Make sure that no matter what, I have some new business cards coming up. And now what I want to do now is understand that my events are all done. In terms of my nice and beautiful events for now are done. I'm making sure I go and print more business cards, which I just done. I'm making sure now I use the online function of Officeworks. I'll go online somewhere to promote my business cards. So that's what I have to do. I have to make sure I'm succeeding in different ways, and that I'm focusing on my life in different ways to succeed is the whole point, yeah? So I'm focusing on making sure I have more than enough success over here to strike up a nice and beautiful way. But I have more business cards to promote here. I have more business cards, so what I do is I have another 40. So what I do now is I just move on now. So I let it be now. I'm making sure anyway. So what I want to do is I want to be more successful, so I just go to my biological dad's house now, and I focus upon understanding that it's more about how it is, yeah? So how I feel right now is I have to promote my business cards. I have to promote my business cards in different ways, and I'm making sure anyway. I gave 25 business cards. I gave over 30 business cards now, and that's around $3 promotion. And I just go and do greater now to go somewhere else, because I feel that I have much more promotion elsewhere. But that's why you go next to people, guys, and go where there's more people and promote your business cards to them while you're promoting to their doors, in terms of you're putting it under their doors or in their mailboxes, or you're actually giving them, in terms of you're giving your business cards to you're giving the business cards to the actual car, and you're actually putting on their car. So I'm better than R, I'm better than E and U and R and E. I'm brushing now. What's amazing is I'm always looking at different aspects of promotion around here. I'm actually understanding that no matter what, that since I have extra business cards to just finish it off, actually yes, I have to finish this off now. I'm making sure that I have extra business cards here to promote. I actually go to the car park here. I brush there's a car park, and I just go quickly to the car park, and I bring my shoulder bag here as well, so I can just go and promote myself quickly over here. There's an actual car park over here, and I just go quickly to just go and promote my extra business cards over here of my events. I want to give the event page today, so I'm saying that these events over here are happening for my life. So what I want to do is I just go and give this to the people, and that way I'm understanding that I give it to the actual car. I never promote my business cards to them personally unless they talk to me first. So I'll be careful over here as I open my car door to make sure I have more than enough success over here, and make sure that be careful how I turn my back on these cars, because there may be a car coming. So I focus upon making sure that you guys deserve better. So as I deserve better over here, I have mailboxes here. I understand anyway that what I do quickly is I hear people over here, so making sure I can see some people have their actual Eminem song over here. I'm understanding that people are playing Eminem over here. So I have 6 promotional mailboxes over here. I promote my actual business cards in the actual mailbox over here. I love it. Now I understand that I love it. They're playing a song around weed and stuff, so they may be smoking weed. I love it. Now anyway, I promote my business cards to 6 mailboxes here. Alright, that's 6 promotions right here, and then I just go and promote my other business cards to these cars over here. So there's cars around here, so I understand anyway I just gave my business cards to these cars, but there's actual mailboxes here. So I just walk on the sidewalk here, and the thing is I have a sidewalk here where I have these mailboxes, and now I just go and promote myself to the mailboxes for now. And why is that? Because there's 6 mailboxes each around here, and it's all flats around here. Look at this. I mean, there's actually over here another 6 mailboxes here. So I just go to these mailboxes then. Aloha, I'll rush you. And they live right next to a shopping center too. Aloha. And what I do is I love life, so I'm making sure anyway that people can see me straight away and what I'm doing. Aloha. And then I go and see my results on Instagram to see how it's actually working out for myself. So then I walk to these actual flats over here, so I understand that Jesus Christ can see this, and I'm making sure always ask Jesus Christ to always watch me and what I'm doing. I'm making sure. Whereas now, every single time, I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm focusing on learning how to grow. And I'm actually understanding that no matter what, that if I have any kind of privacy or anything, I understand that always I'm exposing myself always anyway in terms of what I'm doing, and I have no problems. But I'm understanding always to just go and grow myself differently, and I'm always just dwelling upon a better way. So as I walk this way, I'm making sure I promote myself differently and make sure that I'm doing something to promote my name. So I never go on the car to promote myself and my business card on somebody's car while they're in the car. I mean, because that way I always do better, and I understand that they reject you, and I never want rejection. So I like. Now what I do is I promote myself like this very quickly into these mailboxes here, and I'm focusing on understanding that, there we go. Actually, it's more how I understand Jesus Christ. Actually, that's it. Now, as I go over here, I focus upon understanding that 6 and 6 and 6 and 6. I realized that's already 24 mailboxes, and then I realized that I had another 25 over there. When that's already 50 mailboxes I gave my nice and beautiful business card to 50 mailboxes or more. And anyway, that's already fast promotion. So I cross the road really quickly, and what I do is I just promote these business cards here, and this is a nice and beautiful way to say thank you very much, Jesus Christ, and everything. And that way I'm learning very quickly upon what I do. So I'm making sure that you feel grateful. I mean, do you see how grateful I am? I'm so grateful because I get to live my life like this. In a way, I'm promoting myself quickly. In a sense, so the whole promotion over here is making sure that you do better and just do a better job always. You're just making sure always that you have something greater to do for yourself always. So as you go and really understand, I can see how this is just like Pokemon, man. It's like Ash Ketchum going around cars to catch Pokemon. I mean, it's like I'm catching Pokemon in a way that I'm giving my business card to people. I'm traveling around the world giving my business card. So it's like Pokemon Go, yeah? I mean, what they do in Pokemon Go is I have to travel around catching Pokemon, but I have to travel around giving my business cards. It's very different, yeah? So anyway, what I do now is to promote my events like this, and then I focus upon letting it be. I gave my business cards out. I apologize. I make sure that I never intentionally try to hit somebody's car. I'm making sure I'm promoting myself and my business card all the time. And I'm focusing on doing greater. I'm making sure I have more than enough success today. I gave prosperity to people. I make sure that I gave around $40 to people today in terms of my promotion. So that's all coming back into me anyway. So make sure I'm having more than enough success. So I just keep going and I keep going in the way that I'm promoting myself quickly, making sure that no matter what I have more than enough time to be able to look, and I have to be able to look better. I have to actually look left and right before I actually step on the road, because that's much better for me. And as I do greater upon my life, I'm making sure I have more enough time here to be careful upon what I'm swinging my doors and in terms of life, I may be swinging my doors in terms of life. So I'm always swinging my doors in a way that I'm swinging my word I only. So as I do life, guys, I'm making sure that you guys understand quickly that now, since I gave business cards around, I'm making sure anyway that what I do is I focus on a greater way for myself to deliver a better way. In terms of, I have to deliver a better way. So what I do now is I go to my biological dad's house, and I understand now to go do something different. And I understand I'm on top of the game today. I understand I hear Jesus Christ say I'm on top of the game today. I'm making sure that I want to sell out this arena, man. I want to sell out 8,000 people and more. I want to make sure that people can find me. And I'll make sure that you never cross a double line. We make sure you're never crossing double lines, and make sure you're never driving through car parks to get to somewhere. And make sure you go on the roads always, and we follow the road. And that way you're learning very quickly upon how to drive better as well. And you're making sure that no matter what, they have more than enough promotion for yourself daily to succeed. So focusing on yourself and just look at the road more than anything else, and that way you have more success, because I'm documenting everything, guys, while I'm actually talking to you. And as I'm talking to you, I'm doing my nice and beautiful audio promotion over here. So all I need to do is better than that. So making sure that no matter what, there are some promotional tags over here. I have 14, I have 12 over here, I have another 12, I have 10 over here. Alright, now that's already 50 cards right now that I can promote. And what I want to do is quickly just go and promote my actual business card. So what I do now is, if I do that, or actually it's much better that I do so in a way that I'm learning something now, that I have to go and promote myself over here. So what I'm doing is, I understand that I have 50 business cards I can give out now. So guess what I do? I just go and give it out, yeah? But it's my actual social media only. So I just go and give it. I go and give my business cards now. And I'm understanding that I can promote my events there. But making sure that Jesus Christ says, go and promote your actual social media anyway. So make sure I'll go promote my social media here, because I have actual nice and beautiful over here, in terms of, I have a nice and beautiful way of life over here to have these mailboxes over here I can promote to. I can promote to these mailboxes over here. So I'm understanding anyway that what I do is, since that's the card there, I branch these ones over here I have to promote. So I promote these ones, I'll just let it be that way. And just make sure I promote my business cards over here. I already did that. I already did these ones, I'll let it be. I make sure anyway that what I do is I did promote these business cards already. So what I do, I just gave extra 2 business cards for a better reason anyway. So what I do is I'll let it be in that way. So making sure anyway that I remember now what I'm doing. So I let it be. I make sure that if you're giving more money, if you give more, then you succeed more, and let it be. I mean, because I gave 2 business cards over there, I'm giving another 50 over here. So that way I'm learning, I'm just prospering anyway. So I'll let it be. I mean, that's 20 cents, but guess what? I'm giving 20 cents. I gained 20 cents back somehow. So I'm not saying I'm never poor because I'm giving. I'm not saying that no matter what, I never want to lose money. I mean, in a sense, so I gave them a business card already, but then I gave them another one. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand straight away that if you want to promote yourself in your business card all the time, and you just focus on yourself and what you want out of life, then you're focusing on making sure that you deliver, and you have to be delivering something for nothing. And you have to make sure that what you want out of life is greater success. So make sure all the time that people can see my event page anyway. So the thing about life is making sure that if you want to promote something about your life, and you want to make sure that you're giving people contents about your life, and you're making sure that you can go and deliver your contents upon making sure that you're just promoting your business card regardless, and you're making sure that you are giving more and more of everything that you have. So focus on giving more and more anyway. That way you're very quick to the notion to make sure that you're delivering your business cards, and that way you're learning very quickly. I feel Jesus Christ saying excellent, to just keep on going every single time. And I'm understanding that other people never have courage to do what I'm doing. Otherwise, they never have courage to go and promote their business cards on people's cars or in the people's mailboxes. I understand. Otherwise, I can't do it because I understand I have information to give. I have self-worth over here to be able to give what I have. And what I have is Jesus Christ more than them, and that's why I'm promoting myself. I make sure every single day that since I'm actually doing a greater life for myself, making sure I have more enough success and what I deserve all the time to succeed, but I make sure all the time now that I focus on just going into my nice and beautiful car from this point, because that's how I really intentionally do that right now, in a way to understand that no matter what, I'm just 10 meters away from my car because I can see it. So if I can see my car, if I can see my biological dad's car where I did park it, then I understand I just let the shoulder bag be with me or in the car. So I'm understanding either way, I can pick one. I can make sure that the shoulder bag is always coming with me regardless. So I'm making sure anyway that it's much better that I feel that I do better like that. And just so I'll make sure always I bring my shoulder bag with me, because that way I'm feeling life much better. I'm doing life much better in terms of different aspects of life. I'm promoting different aspects of life. I'm doing something different all the time, making sure that anyway I'm learning how to step up. I'm stepping up differently. I'm making sure I'm just going around town. I'm going around these mailboxes. I have 10 and 10 and I have 10, 12, 12, or that's 34. Or that's already 34 business cards I just gave out right now. I mean, just within 2 minutes. I understand, but that's all the mailboxes. I mean, that was 10 mailboxes together, and another 12 together, and another 12 together. I understand, so I focus on just delivering content quickly and just move on very quickly. I don't want to find myself around places where I was promoting my business cards ever again. So I make sure I just move on and promote somewhere else. I'll do the same thing in Spain somewhere. And I make sure anyway, I'm holding my biological dad's keys car. Because I'm always holding my biological dad's keys in my hand, or it's in my shoulder bag. So when I promote myself differently, I'm making sure anyway that today is a big promotion for me. I gave over 500 business cards. Oh, I mean 500 people, guys, can see me. So that's the nice and beautiful deal, yeah? And anyway, I've been doing my audio production over here. And make sure anyway that I never have to promote myself to those people ever again. So I go somewhere different now. I go and see exactly what I need to do. I go and see exactly what I need to do to succeed. Differently is what I do. So I'm focusing on something different all the time. And as I go and grow now, I can move on. I see this person over here is looking at my business card. Actually now, this guy is always curious about me. And I'm not saying that no matter what, I can see straight away that he may have seen me. Although nah. It's more how I feel. That individual is very curious about me. So I've seen some guy who is actually looking at my business card. And I've seen that he's very curious about me. So what I do is I move on. I'll let be. Now, is he able to afford 200 bucks? He can afford to have 200 bucks with me, and he can afford to give me 200 bucks somewhere down the line, I promise you. I promise you he can do it, because I promise you everybody can afford to give me 200 bucks at a time, man. I promise you. So I'm always asking for more money anyway. I'm making sure I just go a better way now. I'm understanding now. I feel that you understand that you always go to the flats. When you go to where the flats are, when you're actually promoting your business cards in the mailboxes, because I understand over here there's one mailbox, and after 20 meters there's another mailbox, and after 20 meters there's another mailbox. But if you go to flats, for sure a flat may have 100 people in the flats, and the flat has all these fucking mailboxes right next to each other. You just go one, 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 and so quickly, yeah? And it's so much quicker to make sure that you're doing quickly life like that, in terms of promoting yourself around flats and those mailboxes. It's very important. So I'm learning very quickly upon what I need to do to become more and more and more. But I'm saying anyway that these people are promoting me for lifetimes now, because they see me doing what I'm doing, and I'm actually learning very quickly upon how to actually become more now. So as I actually go and really dwell upon promotion, I'm understanding that no matter what, that 4 people come to my events from the thousands of business cards I gave out. Promise you, no matter what, I have all the promotion in the world here. Anyway, I'm making sure that anyway, the whatever's happening with my life over here, I promise you I make money anyway. Promise you, if 4 people never show up to my event, promise you, if nobody shows up to my event except I and my biological dad, promise you I'm a winner, because I gave thousands of business cards anyway. I gave thousands of business cards anyway. So what I do is I keep going. I keep creating events. I keep getting money. I keep giving more money, guys. I keep giving more money. I find the money somehow. I find the money somehow. I keep doing the same thing, and I just keep promoting myself always, because that way I'm learning very quickly upon what I need to do to succeed differently. And as I grow and do my life in a nice and beautiful way, I'm learning very quickly about what I need to do. So that's the whole point, yeah? I mean, the whole point is making sure that I'm very successful upon what I'm doing, and I'm making sure that I'm giving my biological dad a business card now, because I understand that it's just much more of a promotion for me to do so. But I've given him already my business card, but I want to give him again my business card like that. I was never, I mean, it's like I gave you my business card, but I give it to you 10 more times, and I give you the same one. It's like I was unable to remember, yeah? I love life. I'm always better than R, I'm always better than E and U and E. So I'm making sure that no matter what, that as I grow myself, I want you guys to hear my conversation with my biological dad. So I'm actually understanding that no matter what I do now, is I just go straight away to the bank, because I have to go anyway. So what I do is I pick up all the rubbish in my biological dad's car. I'm making sure that I thank God that I never did go to do my fashion photos over here, because I'm promoting events over here. So promoting events is much more important than doing fashion photos. You guys understand? So I could have done some fashion photos, but no way, man. I have to get my FBOSS machine. I have to get my promotional tags. I have to be giving my business cards. I have to be promoting my events. So as I promote my events, I focus upon giving, and as I give, I shall receive. But he's never angry at me for getting the car, so I'm focusing on making sure to just give him my actual business card very quickly. And as I focus upon understanding about my life every single day, I'm focusing on making sure that I have this nice and beautiful way of life. So if somebody never wants to receive a business card, it's because they get angry at you. So just make sure you understand that. I promise you, if you give your business card to somebody and they never want to receive your business card, I mean, it's because they're getting angry at you. I mean, so what I do is I move on, and I make sure that no matter what, I learn very quickly upon how that is. So what I do now is I move on quickly and make sure that I go to the toilet. I go to the toilet quickly. I make sure I drink or eat. I can drink and eat right now. I have some time. I have some time to do my life over here. Make sure I throw this in the rubbish over here. I'm making sure I'm throwing this in the rubbish. So I have this nice and beautiful boxes over here from Officeworks, which no longer works for me. So I'll throw that away. I make sure to give that all away. I'll do it much better. I'll do it much better in a way that I'm learning much quicker upon how I need to go and see my social media, for example, as well, to see how many people are watching me. I did upload my nice and beautiful business cards over here in terms of my actual ways of life, in terms of the nice and beautiful business cards. I did upload my business cards, did upload my nice and beautiful fashion photos online. So what I do now is I focus upon just dwelling upon something that's better for me. So, or else what I do now is I go and just understand to go straight away to the toilet as well. But first I just see my nice and beautiful Instagram over here. to see how many people are viewing me and how many new people are watching me over here, so that I can see that there is results, and understanding anyway that people can see me and people can find me, and there's some woman over here that actually look at me. So there's this nice and beautiful woman that's actually looking at me, and I understand anyway that everybody's beautiful, but I'm understanding always how I can deliver better content. So as I deliver better content, I'm focusing on understanding on what I need to do to succeed differently. So I'm always focusing on something better for myself. So as I focus on something better, I have always much more to deliver. But anything that's much more for me is focusing on something greater for myself. So people can find me all the time and they can understand straight away. I have some other woman over here who's watching me, and now she's someone also that's very beautiful, and I just move on very quickly upon my life and I focus on something that's nice and beautiful. So I've actually been to that actual nice and beautiful church over there in France. I'm pretty sure they understand that no matter what, it's actually how it is, yeah. So I'll focus upon making sure that if I go and really do something that's nice and beautiful for me, I make sure that no matter what, it's more how I feel. So how I feel is I see this nice and beautiful way of life over here where I understand this woman did go to some kind of church somewhere, and I'm understanding that I've been there. I've been to that nice and beautiful church in France. So what I need to do is a greater way of life. So actually now, as I actually grow myself, I'm focusing on something that's actually helping me to move forward, and making sure that no matter what, that as I do the courses of what I'm doing every single day, I'm learning quickly upon the art of whatever it is to grow myself daily. But what I need to do is my actual Instagram photos now. And I'm understanding anyway that I really did stuff up, but I never stuff up anything because people can see me anyway. So what I do is I focus on just uploading my content quickly now. And anyway, I realized that since I actually did do that, I probably it's more how I feel that they can always come and see me now anyway. So what I do is just upload my Instagram photos over here into my Instagram stories. And now I have to do that. I have to be making sure that I'm learning to upload my nice and beautiful ways of life over here. I'm making sure that before I leave anyway, that I upload my Instagram stories. And that way I'm understanding that I have all the attention I deserve over here, in a way that I'm learning how to gain more experience upon making sure that I have more attention than that, in a way that I can see the statistics. And now the statistics are everything in terms of my life over here. That teaches me about what's happening around my Instagram and how many people are coming and showing up into my Instagram. So what I do daily is I focus upon showing people 100 photos of myself a day in my Instagram. So I focus upon being kind enough to make sure that if you have to go and, let's say, fart or anything like that, then just make sure you go and do what you need to do. But make sure you never have shame about farts or anything like that. And just make sure that you understand Russell Brand farts in your face when you come up into his actual YouTube account, and you can hear his farts as well. I mean, in a sense, that's how Russell Brand is. I mean, in a sense, when you first enter his actual, let's say, YouTube account, it goes, I mean, in a sense, straight away you understand that you have to keep hearing his farts if you want to listen to him. And in a way, you must understand that no matter what, that it's just that kind of joke, yeah? So make sure you understand that no matter what, that you just go and do greater and greater all the time to just go and enjoy yourself. So make sure you're doing something to help yourself succeed is what you need to do in terms of what you need to do to be able to be something more for yourself. Because that's what it's all about. Realize what it's all about is making sure that you have more than enough success daily to just be able to promote yourself. And as you promote yourself and your events, you're successful every single day, and you're making sure that you never place your actual nice and beautiful ways of life on your lap unless it's your actual hands and laptop. And make sure that no matter what, or your shoulder bag, and you're making sure that no matter what, you never place your phone on your lap because it may fall and it may break on the cement or something. So make sure you understand that you hold your phone in your hands, or you do place your nice and beautiful stuff on your nice and beautiful way of life. So I'm understanding that no matter what, I do something nice and great for myself, in a way to understand that somebody never wants me to place my stuff on their car anymore. And I'm understanding that no matter what, that they're trying to control you. So anybody who says never do this and never do that in words, apparently they're trying to control you, and they're trying to maneuver you in a way to say that they're very dangerous. I mean, they're trying to control you with words. And all you do is go and understand that if somebody writes that to you, then understand that they're very unfriendly people, and just understand that you never talk to them. I mean, just never talk to them ever again, and all you do is just delete them. I mean, never block them because you were promoting yourself to them anyway. So what you do is understand that those people never ever come to your events. So what you do is understand that what you do from that point is just go and focus on yourself, but understand Jesus Christ says that they're delusional. I mean, they're delusional. I mean, they have no Jesus Christ to some extent. And I'm actually understanding that no matter what, that as I grow myself, I succeed differently, and I'm making sure that I focus upon understanding on how to grow myself. And I always have more than enough success every single day to deliver something that's actually helpful for me. So as I deliver content, I'm making sure that I'm always giving everybody a promotion in different ways, and I'm learning something about life in whatever I need to succeed with. So every single day I'm learning something that's nice and beautiful all the time, to make sure that I always have that nice and beautiful remedy of life that's actually different in terms of what's happening. So we're learning this nice and beautiful way of promotion every single day, to focus upon understanding I have to go to the toilet, and I have to go also to do something great. So as I understand that no matter what, that this guy is saying that he never wants me to have a promotion on life, in terms of life, and he gives me one of those X, in terms of XO, but this one he's just placing the X kind of thing, like he loves me or something. Or he loves me so much that he never wants me to promote myself, yeah? I'm now, I'm making sure that anyway, that what's important for myself now is I focus upon understanding that if he wants to punch on with me, I'll promise you I'll break his nose. I'll break his nose, I'll break his arms too. I'll break his legs, I promise you. I promise you, just please never come around me. And anyway, I'm never dangerous, but I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm promoting myself with you guys. I want you guys to come around me, but just never be dangerous with me, because otherwise I break your face, and I break your eyes, I break your nose, and I break your ribs and your heart and everything about you. I promise you. Never try to be violent with me. And I make sure anyway that what I do daily is try to understand that I never want you guys to be violent in the first place. I understand? I'm never violent. I'm never trying to control you either. But if you want to be violent with me, then understand I'll smack you and I'll break you. I'll break your face. I'll break your bones. Understand? So do you want to take the risk, fella? Do you want to be taking that risk with yourself? I'll break you, and then we go to court together. And I promise you, I'll put you down in a way that you're going to jail. I'm never going to jail. Understand? So I make sure I never want to put you in jail. Understand? So make sure I understand that every single day, I'm focusing on helping myself to succeed. So no matter what, I never need problems around here, but I'm making sure that no matter what, that as I grow myself and I succeed differently, I'm making sure that I win everything over. I win everything all the time. I'm making sure that no matter what, the other people can never, other people can never control me in terms of life. But that's how I'm showing you guys that people are like that, and they just say never do this and never do this and never do this. They're saying, but that's how they are. In a sense, so make sure you understand that no matter what, if you go and really, really grow yourself in different ways, and you focus on making sure to never cause problems, but just promote yourself, then you understand that no matter what, that you just learn how to actually persuade yourself differently. So always just be able to give people whatever it is. So make sure you understand that if you go and really, really dwell upon a better life for yourself, then focus on helping yourself to succeed, and make sure that you understand I have to go also now to my nice and beautiful Commonwealth Bank over there in Liverpool. I'll go to a different place as well, because I deserve a different promotion. And that way I'm understanding that no matter what I do daily, that I'm focusing upon understanding that there's always much more that I can do daily to succeed. So I'm actually always understanding that I want to just promote my business cards over here in different ways, and I do something different. I'm going a different way. I'm doing something different that I've never done. And I'm just going to get my FBOS machine now. And I want to actually calculate my money now as well, to see how much money I have. So that way I'm actually ahead of the game in my financing and what I need to do in daily life to succeed. So the whole point is understanding that if you want to do anything to love your life in different ways, then I'm understanding that no matter what, that I feel other people can afford anything about me over time, but making sure they understand that no matter what, it's much more how they feel that they may never be able to, in a sense. So if I understand that, probably it's more how I feel that they may be able to also, by making sure that I never lie to myself. I feel that other people are, and I feel that no matter what, that I understand that Sons and Brothers, for example, I feel that they are right now in a way that they see $400 and they say, oh, $400, man. And it's because they need the money anyway, because they're never working a 9 to 5 job. So, well, I actually focus upon understanding that a little bit that way. Apparently, it's more how I feel. So, how I feel is I'm doing great anyway, and making sure that no matter what, that if I go and really, really dwell upon something that's actually helping me move forward, I make sure that no matter what, they understand that as I promote myself, I succeed differently and I do something that's actually helpful all the time to make sure I'm delivering something that's nice. And as I deliver something that's nice and beautiful for myself, I focus upon understanding that there's always much more that you can deliver for yourself. So that's what I'm doing always. I'm making sure I always have more than enough delivery in terms of my content to be able to see my hair and be able to see how everything is. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that people are violent, and they get violent because you promote yourself. I mean, they get violent because you promote yourself. I mean, understand? So no matter what, if they're that violent with me, then come and get me, man. I mean, come and get me, because I understand that no matter what, that I'll make sure to break your bones straight away. I promise you, I'll make sure to break your arms so you never walk again. I promise you. And make sure you understand that you must be walking always. You must understand that no matter what, that every single day that I focus upon understanding that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly upon how to just persuade myself to never be violent. I'm never violent, but making sure they understand that other people get violent because you're doing something. And they're jealous of you. I mean, they're just jealous of you and they're unaware. I mean, saying. And what you do is you just go and focus on a greater life for yourself and just understand that you have a greater life than them, and that's it. I mean, just make sure you never ever go promoting yourself in the same places ever again, because just make sure that you're doing something greater for yourself, and that's it. I mean, make sure you're doing something that's actually helping you move forward, because I understand that what's important for myself right now is making sure that I can see straight away how much nice and beautiful persona people are when they just post one photo of themselves. When they post one photo of themselves and that's it. I mean, I can see how boring they are. I mean, I see I just win straight away. I win straight away because they're very boring to me, because I have one photo of themselves only on Instagram. And I can see straight away how much they can actually do. So I move on. I realize now, no matter what I do, is I focus upon understanding that it can be a cruel world. If you understand what life is, then understand that no matter what, that every single day I'm learning that I have to go to toilet, then I go straight away to promote my business cards in terms of my nice and beautiful way of life. And I have a nice and beautiful way of understanding that I have business cards over there. There's little flats over there in Liverpool. And I just go over there very quickly in Liverpool to go focus upon promoting my business cards at those places. And I promote my business cards at those places. And I just go do, and I just drop it everywhere. And that way I'm doing better. Alright, anyway, so as I promote myself, I make sure that I'm looking myself in the mirror and making sure always to just wash up and make sure that no matter what, that I'm always cleaning myself, and every time I go and do something that's nice and beautiful, I make sure I'm always moving on with the conversation in ways that it's helping me move forward. Because what's important to me is making sure that I always have more than enough of everything to succeed with myself. And as I grow myself, I see other people are just unable to afford me, but I'm making sure that no matter what, I focus upon understanding that I get promotion anyway. So as I get promotion, I promise you everybody can afford promotion for me. And I understand that no matter what, that it's just that kind of day for me, isn't it? So I'm saying everybody can afford to promote you with words, I promise you. But with money, in terms of plastic money, I promise they may be limiting themselves over here to give you plastic money. So what I do is I drink some soy milk, and I bring some soy milk with me along the way as well, because I'm also going to go and I'm actually going and fashion modeling myself somewhere as well. I see, guys, so what's important is if you're having an event around town somewhere, then make sure it's local, and make sure you understand that that kind of nice and beautiful promotion that's local, then promote in those local areas. So for example, Mount Pritchard is close to Mount Pritchard and Bonnering and Green Valley and Hoxton Park over here and Cecil Hills and all these areas around Liverpool and Cabramatta and Fairfield. And I promote myself around these areas. And why is that? Because it's a targeting location for people. I mean, people understand where Mounties is over here. I mean, they've been to Mounties, Mount Pritchard. So I go and promote myself around areas that is closer to Mount Pritchard where I'm actually holding the event. So that's a nice and beautiful way for you to say that if you're promoting yourself anywhere in life, in terms of you're making an event somewhere, then promote, I realize, just go and promote in that area. And understand that straight away that they can familiarize themselves around that area because they've been there already. But if you're in, I realize if you're making an event in Mount Pritchard RSL Club in Australia, but you go to Argentina somewhere and you're promoting your business cards over there for people to fly over to Australia to see you in some country club from all the way 1 hour away from Sydney somewhere, and you're promoting yourself in Argentina somewhere, I mean, how are they actually going to come to Mount Pritchard when they've never been there? And first of all, they have to travel all the way to Australia. And guess what? Apparently it's more, follow your heart in a way that you're going closer to the events of where you're actually going in terms of where you're promoting, and promote to those local areas that I just said, and more than that. I mean, promote around those local areas. So if you're promoting in your local area today, your event, I mean, what's one event page or somewhere where you can promote your event in terms of a club somewhere or a hotel or something like that where people can come see you? Brushing now, there's maybe 5-6 suburbs that is close to that nice and beautiful area of where you want to promote yourself, to make an event for yourself. So go and promote yourself around those suburbs that are around that area, because they are locational about where you're actually promoting yourself, and they're able to understand you as a person, and they are able to understand why you're going there and how you're promoting that page and how you're actually promoting yourself around that area. And they are people who are living in that area as well. So you're making sure you're promoting to the local people in that area to come and see you in that area because they are close by anyway. So you're promoting to people who are close to you. I mean, you're promoting people and you're promoting everybody to make sure that they can come and see you, and you're making sure that they are local when you're making a local event somewhere. So for example, if I want to promote myself in Argentina and I want to promote myself at the capital city, then 1 month before, I put my name and I put my face on the buses over there, and my buses are promoting my name for 1 month before I even get there. And that way they see where I'm holding my events. I mean, in a sense, so that's the whole point, yeah? Actually, 1 month before the actual promotion of my event, you can already see me in your town on the buses everywhere. And you can say, oh, that guy's holding an event over here. Well, let's go see him. I mean, in a sense, because you can see I'm promoting in your face. I'm promoting locally here. I mean, in a sense, so that's the whole point, yeah? I can see how people are actually viewing my capacity of 100 people only. And they say, oh, I mean, it's $200 per ticket, but there's only 100 people only. And it's just, I mean, it's just us. I mean, just us. I mean, it's just being able to just sit there and listen to him. And it's being able to just understand him and what he's actually talking about. I mean, that's the exciting thing about my event, where people understand that it's 100 people only, and the first 100 people only. Because of the capacity is only 100 people. And guess what? Apparently, anyway, they understand it's coming up. Apparently, it's coming up, and there's a hype about it. I mean, there's a hype about it. I mean, do you want to come on, what do you want to do? I mean, do you want to go have a fun day with Danny Milivojevic? I mean, saying because it's only 100 people, and that way I'm just learning, I'm growing anyway, but I'm learning from it. I see the thing about Instagram stories is you post 100 photos of yourself, and then people always understand that you have content on Instagram every single day, and you're posting 100 pieces of content on Instagram every single day. And it's much better than one video. I mean, do you rather go and post 100 photos of yourself, or full fashion photos of yourself on Instagram every single day, or do you post 1 or 2 photos, or maybe 10 videos of yourself? I'd rather post 100 photos of myself. I mean, why is that? Because I post more into Instagram. I have more content on Instagram. I mean, if you post 11 videos of yourself, but I post 15 photos of myself, I mean, what's more? I mean, what is more, really? I mean, you have to say the 15 photos is more, yeah? I mean, why is that? Because 15 photos over 12 videos. I'd rather have 15 photos of myself than 11 videos of myself. I mean, why is that? Because I have more photos of myself. When you get it? Actually, that's why. I see now what, I can see now what amazing, nice and beautiful grace I have to able to understand now how quick I can actually go and grow myself quickly now. So what I'm doing now is I'm just doing I. So anyway, guys, so what's amazing is my biological dad over here was saying bye. I say, goodbye, man. So, I mean, saying again, I mean, he was saying, now, either way, what's amazing is I'm saying that if you're raising your tone on somebody while somebody's trying to have a tone with you that's lower, then it's just the funniest thing. Because imagine you're saying, goodbye, Danny. I say, goodbye, man. And you say, goodbye, bro. I say, I'm doing greater than you, man. I mean, what the fuck is going on in this conversation? But that's the conversation I had that's the conversation I had with my biological dad. It's the most funniest thing, man, because I raised my voice like that while he's trying to be normal in his voice, but I was raising my voice all the way up. And he's like, what the fuck? But he never even realizes what I was doing. I understand, but the thing is, it's just the funniest thing of a conversation I've ever had in my life. So what I do now is I just go and I have to brand myself. So what I do is I get my business cards and I bring my nice and beautiful business cards and I go, I do extra promotion for myself. And along the way, I go and listen to my nice and beautiful music. And I actually go and quickly have to go to the bank. So I'm understanding that no matter what that I focus upon understanding, there's much more of a rush for me today to do rushing. Unfortunately, it's much more of a rush today to do branding photos, huh? Unfortunately, it's much more how I feel. But how I feel is to just go and dwell upon letting it be for today. And make sure that no matter what, that I let it be for today with branding photos. I'll let it be today with branding photos in terms of my bag over here. So what I want to do is I want to just bring some business cards along with me. I want to bring all these business cards with me, and I can do some fashion photos. I can do some fashion photos with myself over here. But I'm understanding that no matter what, that I can let my nice and beautiful aspects of life be over here in a way that I'm learning very quickly upon what I need to do to succeed. So I'm actually understanding that no matter what, that as I bring my business cards with me, I'm making sure I just put in my shoulder bag. I put all my business cards in my shoulder bag like this over here in my front bag, and I make sure that no matter what, that as I go quickly to just enjoy myself, I make sure that no matter what, I'm listening to music along the way. I have some nice and beautiful earphone pieces over here. I'm making sure that I go and dwell upon a better way. So I'm not saying that no matter what, I'm successful for my first event because I'm promoting it really, really much more. And I deserve to go and do greater. So what I want to do now is I want to focus on doing more video work as well now. And I'm actually doing more video work now as well, because I understand that no matter what, that what I want to do is just congratulate myself, because I feel that I've actually been accomplishing my goals over here in a way that I left my biological dad's house in the early morning around 10 o'clock, which I've been out and about. I went around my appointments, I did my appointments. I went around driving around and I did print another 400 business cards, and I went and gave over 400 business cards. And now I'm going to my bank so I can go and give them my persuasion technique to help me to grow. And then anyway, I should get my Earthboss machine today and make sure to just call the merchant people. I can call them now. Otherwise now, if I call them now, it's much better for me to do so. Otherwise now I can call the merchants. So I understand that if I do anything now, that it's much better for me to call them up and right now to ask the information about what I need to do than having to go all the way to Liverpool to do that. So what I do now is I can get the information through the phone. So let's have a look now. What I do is I understand that the merchant information is right here somewhere. So I'm making sure that no matter what, I get my keys, which is on my wallet over here, and I always place my wallet to have the keys. So I'm making sure anyway. What I do is I feel that other people want me around. I'm making sure that no matter what, as I understand every single day, it's more to do with the actual people around here somewhere. So I'm making sure I just go and grow myself quickly, and I make sure I have this nice and beautiful blossoming on my nice and beautiful heart where I'm growing my name and everything, and I'm making sure I have more enough of everything to succeed. So I'm making sure anyway that what I want to do is I just want to make sure that you guys have what you deserve. So as I succeed, I'll make sure that no matter what, I find all these papers and everything I need. So I have papers around here, and I have something that is helping me grow over here. So I'm making sure I can go and find that paper because it's somewhere around town. I'm making sure that no matter what, I open up these papers over here. I want to see exactly what paper is which, so I can understand to go and find my nice and beautiful properties and whatever I have over here to make sure that I'm successful upon my life over here. Whereas this is a booking confirmation to understand that no matter what, I have everything happening on the day, and I'm making sure that no matter what, as I grow very quickly, I understand that no matter what, I can see straight away what's happening over here in terms of my life over here. So I need to make sure that I focus upon understanding that I'm always delivering content, and as I deliver content, I'm focusing on reading people's terms and conditions over here upon what's happening with everything. So I focus on reading all that again and again in a way that I'm learning very quickly that I've already done that, and I make sure that no matter what, it's much more about the information here. And making sure anyway, I have some receipts around here. I make sure I leave these receipts in my nice and beautiful way of life over here. I'm making sure I can go and see the website over here on the Mounties website to see is my name showing up on the list. And I want to see actually that as well. And I'm making sure anyway. But what else I do is I focus on seeing exactly what's going on around here in terms of my promotion with my tags and everything. So I'm making sure that I have my nice and beautiful information process over here. But let's have a look over here in terms of my actual promotional tags and what's going on around here. So actually, I'm always promoting my name. So as I promote my name, I realize that I do some photos around here in the way that I'm learning what I need to do. And as I've learned what I need to do, I'm focusing on understanding that I did leave my actual nice and beautiful way of life in terms of the actual paper somewhere. Whereas the paper is actually somewhere around here. But making sure to look for that paper, because that paper is I love I. Right now I'm making sure that no matter what that, it's more how I'm searching for a paper that I had recently, and I'm looking to make sure that I have that paper with me somewhere. So what I do is I make sure I can do a greater job for myself to just go to the bank anyway. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that what's important for myself is to go and really dwell upon understanding to never lose information, guys. And just make sure you're never losing information, but you're focusing on just dwelling upon understanding that no matter what, that as I grow, I shall succeed. But I make sure to place all my actual papers in my shoulder bag before I do anything else, so I can succeed, and make sure always that is the case. So make sure every single time now that my nice and beautiful phone and whatever I have is right here. So making sure here it is. I found it, and now I understand no matter what, I want to place all my papers where my laptop is in my shoulder bag only now. And that way I'm understanding that I'm doing better. So I'll call these people here. I have the actual merchant number over here. I'm making sure I just call these people right now. So what I do is I put them on loudspeaker. I put these people on loudspeaker. I make sure that I'm really fast through Notion to make sure I can get the information about the FPOS machine and what I need to do with that. And then I have to call a hire company. I have to hire somebody to come on the day to do my FPOS machine. And it's much better that I give money. I give money for this one to make sure I have more enough. So I'll let it be that way, because eventually I have to do it anyway. Actually, hands down, eventually I have to do it anyway. So what I do now is I focus on just making this event promotional, or I focus upon helping myself see that this event promotional is something more. To understand that if you do anything to, let's say, hiccup, to make sure you're hiccuping as much as you want to do greater. So let's have a look over here.
Welcome to Commonwealth Bank Merchant Services. Did you know it's easier to find the right person to speak to, verify your identity, and see your estimated wait time before you call, all through the CommBank app? Next time you speak with us, you can skip the automated voice menus by selecting Contact Us via the CommBank app, Australia's leading banking app. For technical support with your EFTPOS terminal, including repairs or replacements, or if you need help with online payments, press 1. To process a refund, order stationery, or to check your recent transactions, press 2. To apply for a new EFTPOS facility, accept online payments, or to check on an application in progress, press 3. To update your details or to inquire about your statement, fees, least cost routing, or anything else, press 4. To apply for a new EFTPOS facility or accept online payments, press 1. To request an additional EFTPOS terminal on your existing facility, press 2. If you've been approved and would like to ask about the installation of your terminal, press 3. Or to check on an application in progress, press 4. If you already have any CommBank accounts, press 1. If you're not yet a customer, press 2. First, I'll get some details from you. If you have your NetBank client number with you, please key it in now, followed by the hash key. And if you don't know it, just press hash. Okay, if you know your card number, press 1. And if you have any other account number, press 3. Okay, key in your card number, followed by hash.
Let's put my number here.
Thanks. And now key in your phone banking password, then hash. Again, if you don't have one, just press hash. sorry, I didn't get that. Your phone banking password is either a 6 to 12-digit number or a word between 6 and 12 characters that you would have set up when you registered for phone banking. If you set up an alphabetic password, remember that you just need to press each key once for each letter. So for E, you'd press the 3 key once. To ensure our high standards of customer service are maintained, this call may be monitored or recorded for training purposes. When you finish your call, you may be invited to complete a short 3-question survey. Please stay on the line after your call to complete the survey.
Welcome to Business Banking Services. You're speaking with Anna. Can I start with your name, please?
I say hi, Anna. I'm just Danny Milivojevic.
Hi there, Danny. How are you today?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good, thank you. What can I help you with?
I just need to be able to go and inquire about an FPOS machine because I currently have a phone that's actually helping me to make sure that I have a business that's actually I need to be able to receive some transactions for myself. So I want to be able to go and get that FPOS machine and be able to sign up with the zero first device fee or something like that. I realize you guys have a terminal rental fee of this nice and beautiful way of life. I understand you guys have a 1.5% fee or something like that that's going on with the bonus or something.
Terminals available at the moment. It just does depend on what kind of FPOS machine you're after and how it is, you want to take these payments. So you come through 100 point verified, Danny. Thank you very much for doing that.
Oh, thank you.
Let me just generate a new reference number for you. All right. So tell me a little bit about what you do and what is it you're going to be taking payments for.
I just wanted to ask about that bonus reward or 100 points that you were talking about. And what is that?
You've been verified, like you've come through as a verified customer.
I see. So what does that mean?
That I won't need to go through an identification process with you. You've already done that yourself.
I have no worries. Thank you. And also, I just want to make sure that you were asking me some questions so I can hear you again.
Yeah. So what's the nature of your business? What is it that you'll be taking payments for?
I see. So my business is Danny Milivojevic, which is my full name, but I'm a public speaker and I'm a person who is creating music events and also these nice and beautiful public speaking events around town. So I want to be able to just receive people's money at the door.
Sure. Okay. Okay. When do you require the terminal by?
I have to have it in the next 17 days. So I understand that either way, before May 28th is my event.
Okay, no problem at all. So our processes do take about 5 to 7 business days. So fingers crossed we can get a facility out there before then.
I thank you very much. I thank you.
Okay. So with our FPOS machine, we do have our $30 simple merchant plan at the moment. So $30 a month will cover you for the rental fee of the device. That's included within the pack. And $1,500 in monthly turnover. So if you're going to be putting through more than $1,500 within the month, we can put you on a different plan. Otherwise, if you're not quite sure how much you're expected to be putting through, you can stay on that $30 simple merchant plan, and then anything you exceed, it's 1.5% in excess usage.
I see. So for example, let's say, my event over here makes $20,000 on the month. I mean, what does that mean?
If you're putting through $20,000 a month?
I say, yeah. So for example, let's say for my first month is $20,000 I put into the FPOS machine. I mean, what happens?
Yeah, if you expect to be putting through $20,000 a month, what we can do is we put you on our 1.8% bundled offer. So it's a 6-month terminal rental fee waiver. So you don't pay any terminal rental fees. And then you pay just 1.8% for Visa, MasterCard, debit card, and Union Pay.
I see. So turnover fees, you're talking about the money that's actually coming into the account?
Sorry?
I mean the terminal fee in terms of anything that's terminal in terms of what you're talking about, the installations. I understand that when you're transferring people from 1.5% to 1.8%, I mean, why is that?
So they're two different fees. The first option I went off was a separate plan, and then the 1.8% is a complete different fee structure. So it's you either go for one plan or you go for the other one. So that 1.8% is charged per transaction for processing their payment. The funds that you process daily will settle into your business transaction account every single day, and then the fees and charges will come out on the 2nd of each month.
I see. So for example, if I went for the nice and beautiful, let's say 1.5% per annum fee and more, I'm making sure anyway that I'm just always delivering that content in a way that I'm always giving more money anyway. But what the thing is about my life over here is I'm understanding that I may receive that nice and beautiful way of compulsion to go for the $30 per month for now is more enough for me.
Right. Yeah, so that's fine. So if you start on that plan and let's say you put through $5,000 instead of $1,500, you're just going to be charged 1.5% on your exceeded turnover.
I see. So what does that mean? Or does that exceed turnover thing? They
So
say,
if you put through more than $1,500 in the first month,
I see. Yeah.
right, you're going to be charged 1.5% for any transaction after the $1,500 mark.
I see. I have no worries with that. I'll just do the nice and beautiful $30 per month, please. I thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all. Okay, you need this by was it May?
I need it just
28th?
I can say it's before the May 28th, so I want to be able to have it at least before the 28th of May. So around the 27th
Yeah,
of May
cool.
until that point.
Okay. All right, let's get an application process started for you. So this is primarily going to be for ticket sales?
I say it's ticket sales at the door.
Yep. Okay, and how much would you say your customers are spending per transaction or per ticket sale?
I can say at the moment it's $200 per ticket.
Okay, cool. And I've generated a reference number for you, and I would assume the funds are settling into your business transaction account ending in 8095.
I see 8095 is the account.
Mm-hmm.
I see, so that's my account number, yeah?
Yeah, is that the account you want the funds to go into?
I see, so I want my business account number.
Yeah, okay, so that's your
Thank you.
business account one.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, what I want to do, Danny, is I'm going to place it on brief hold. I want to fill out your merchant application for you. Before I do that, I'm just going to give you a rundown on the fee structure. So no joining fee with this plan, $30 a month. If you exceed your monthly turnover, you are charged 1.5%. If you lose the terminal, if it is stolen, broken, and it can't be fixed, there is a $500 terminal non-return fee. Any wear and tear, we are more than happy to replace for you.
Thank you very much. Also, I want to ask about, is it a plan or is this a, let's say, plan, or is it able, am I able to return the FPOS machine whenever I want?
You can return whenever you like. Just keep in mind there is a $110 data recovery removal fee that the technicians charge for the collection and the refurbishment of the device.
I have no worries. Thank you very much. I thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you have your ABN for me?
I see, yes, so I'll just give my ABN number. I'll just go and grab it now. So it's just in my phone over here.
That's okay. Take your time.
I'll say your day's going great.
It is actually. Yeah, it's not too bad. Can't complain.
I say that's amazing. I realize that you sound like a teacher.
Oh, do I?
I say I can say so. I see the ABN number is right here. So let's have a look over here. So it's actually 70.
Mm-hmm.
I have 762.
Mm-hmm.
I have 752.
Yeah.
I have 299.
Perfect. Okay, so we are required to conduct a commercial credit check under the ABN of your business, but I can only do that with your permission. So is that okay, Danny?
I can do that. I thank you.
All right, easy peasy. Cool.
I can say that credit check is just checking for my financial statements, or.
Well, it's basically, making sure you don't have any, existing court judgments or, there's just trying to show that you can actually, pay for your facility. That's it.
I see. I have no worries. And I'll just double check the number that I gave you as well. So it's 70
Mm-hmm.
and 762.
Mm-hmm.
I have 752.
Mm-hmm.
I have 299.
Perfect.
I have no
Yeah.
worries. Thank you.
Okay. And where are you currently? I've got 83 Esplanade Cairns City in Queensland.
I can say currently
Is that where
my
you're
I can say
Yep.
my current address is 752 George Street, Haymarket, 2000 in terms of actual postcode is 2000, New South Wales.
Okay. 28th of the 5th. And sorry, I'll grab that address from you again.
I say so it's 752.
Mhm.
I have Haymarket. I mean the George Street. So 752 George Street,
Yep.
Haymarket.
Yep.
I have the postcode, which is
And it's
2000.
W2000. Yep.
I say yes.
All right, cool. So I'm going to run that credit check and I'll be with you shortly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Danny. Thank you so much for your patience there, Danny.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Okay, so your credit check was all fine. So okay, so just for ticket sales, as you were saying, and where will you be actually hosting these events?
I'm hosting an event on the 28th of May at the Mounties.
Where?
I mean, at the Mounties is my first event, so it's just that event for now.
What was the place? Sorry.
I mean, it's Mount Pritchard RSL Club.
Okay, at the Mounties
I
RSL.
say yes.
Okay, but you'll have obviously multiple events. You just need to take that terminal with you to take those payments.
I can say I have to get the FBOS machine with this event first and just do everything with this event first, and then I have another event coming up after that. But
yeah, and this is all at the door, right?
I say it's at the door, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, with your FPOS machine, would you like that to run off a Telstra SIM card or an Optus SIM card?
I'll go for Optus.
Optus?
I'll go for Optus, so thank you.
Okay. So in the case of a dispute, so let's say a cardholder disputes a transaction, an investigation will go ahead and you will be charged $30 to run that investigation.
I can do that.
So let's say, so you're charged $30 and the bank will run the investigation.
I can do that. I have no worries.
Yeah, okay. All right, and you're happy for your fees and charges to come out of that same account?
I mean anything that's receiving the money, or?
Yeah, so money will go in there, and then at the second of each month, fees and charges will come out.
I can do that. I have no worries.
Okay, now grab your mobile phone number and your email address, please, Danny.
I say yes, so my phone number is 0401.
Yep.
I have 041.
Yep.
I have 944.
Okay, cool.
I have my email address as my first name dot my last name at gmail.com.
Okay, beautiful. Now, just confirming, you said that you're currently staying at 752 George Street in Haymarket?
I can say that's my address.
Okay. I'm having a look into this address now, and it does show up as, the teppanyaki place. Is there like a more specific address you can give me? Is it like a room upstairs? Where is it that you're actually currently staying?
I can say it's like the Q-Space Hotel.
Oh, so you're currently staying at the hotel?
I'm staying at the Q-Space Hotel.
Okay. Okay. I'll note that down. Okay. So because the address we have here in file, the 83 Esplanade City, with that address there, we're going to have to note that down as your primary business address, unless you can provide me with another address that is, another sort of residential or commercial location.
I see. So what do you need? I mean, you need my address, or?
Yeah. So I know you're currently staying at the hotel, but would you say that the Queensland location is your primary residence?
I could say that address is on my driver's license, so the Cairns one's on my driver's license.
Okay, cool. Beautiful. And then I can just specify that you want the terminal delivered to the hotel, okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let me just place you on a brief hold while I finalise the application. I'll be with you shortly.
Thank you very much. I'm making sure you guys understand anyway that I'm just here with them in terms of over the phone, so I'm just making sure that you guys understand I'm quickly delivering service over here, so make sure you understand that if you're doing something over the phone, then just be enjoying yourself in a way that you're recording yourself. So if you have your phone next to you while you're actually hearing your phone on the side somewhere, you're making sure that you can hear the music over there, but you're talking to the audio program with your phone close by. And the whole point is make sure that you're recording everything in terms of conversations, so that you have a nice and beautiful way to say that you're doing something around, let's say, doing everything for training purposes as well. So make sure you understand that they are always recording the conversation, but you record the conversation too, so that you have training purposes as well, so that you can learn something from everything that's happening, so that you can teach people as well how the conversation's going, so you can learn something about yourself and what's going on. So I realized that within 7 days I get my FBOSS machine, and I'm keeping the FBOSS machine for the next 5 months, and I'm making sure anyway. I did extend my Sydney living in terms of being able to live in Sydney for the next 2 weeks, because I understand that now, since my event's coming up in the nice and beautiful Sydney, Australia over here, I'm making sure anyway that what I do now is I have to go and get myself a hire company. I have to go and hire somebody to be able to stand at the doors, to be able to promote my event with me, and that's it. Rushing now, since I'm understanding that, I'm actually always understanding that I'm finding myself more attractive, because I'm willing to improve myself daily, and I'm willing to go and strive for it in a different way. But I'm understanding that the words of life is something that really does improve me much more. So as I really do something greater for myself, I'm focusing on growing, I'm focusing on making sure that I'm learning how nice and beautiful I am in the process of what I do in life. So as I focus upon something that I'm really focusing upon is helping myself to succeed. So I focus upon helping myself to do greater, and that way I'm learning very quickly upon what's beautiful for me, and I'm making sure that you guys understand quickly that I'm always never losing anything, but I'm making sure I have that nice and beautiful tone of whatever's happening. So I'm focusing on making sure that I'm learning what's going on. So as I actually learn much more about life, I'm learning how to actually grow myself in different ways. So I'm making sure I can see some guy doing some kind of I mean some guy's doing some freaking type of lifestyle, something in terms of his life, and he's just promoting himself on actual nice and beautiful video camera. So I'm making sure anyway, I want to make sure I'm still on a phone call over here, so I never want to actually go somewhere, anywhere, in terms of anywhere other than my word I. So I'm making sure that no matter what, as I promote myself, I'm looking for better ways of doing stuff. So the whole point is to understand that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly upon how to make a better event for myself happen. But I'm understanding that I do have, let's say, I have 16 days, guys, until my event. But I'm understanding that in the next 7 days I get my FBOSS machine. And that way I'm understanding that no matter what, that the actual address of where it's actually the nice and beautiful FBOSS machine has to come to my actual address over here at the post office. So I want them to send it to post office here somewhere. So I'm understanding that no matter what, I want them to send me the actual FBOSS to 6 Trevana Street. And rather than now, because I understand that, unfortunately it's much more better for me to understand that it's much more better for myself to receive it right here. So I want to actually tell them right now to just be able to send the FBOSS machine though to 6 Trafalgar Street, Busby. And that one I'm understanding either way, you guys can see where I am, but focus upon understanding that if you're delivering
Thank you so much for your patience there yet again.
thank you very much. And
So
also
I've
I want to be able to send the FBOSS machine to my biological dad's house.
Where was that, sorry?
I want to be able to send the FBOSS machine to my biological dad's house. I mean, is it possible?
whose house, sorry?
I mean to my to my biological dad's house.
Okay, so where do you want the terminal to go to? Do you have the address?
I do have the address.
Yeah.
I would say it's the 6 Trevana Street, so Treen.
TRE?
So
M?
Trevana, so Treva
Yeah.
double N for Nelly, A. I have street.
Yeah.
I have also
Yeah.
Busby. I have BU.
Busby.
I say yes. So I have BUSBY for yellow. I have the postcode, which is 2168.
2168. Okay, so the hotel address, do you want me to disregard that one?
I just want to be able to send the FBOS machine to my biological dad because it's much more trustworthy for me.
And sorry, whose address did you say this was?
I can say
Your dad's?
I can say it's my biological dad's house.
Your biological dad's.
I say yes.
Okay, easy. All right, I'll specify that in the special instructions.
I thank you.
Delivery address is at Busby, so not to the hotel. Okay. Now, just keep in mind that it does have to go through an application process, so it doesn't necessarily mean that the application is approved when I submit it. So you will need to wait about 5 to 7 business days before you are given an approval letter. And they'll contact you, and then if approved, and then they'll get the terminal up there to the Busby location for you.
Thank you very much. And when it comes over here, I'm just understanding that somebody like a postman or postwoman is coming to knock on my door, or how does it work?
No. So we hire a third-party company called Ingenico, and what they're going to do is they're going to contact you, and they're going to come out to that Busby location and set everything up for you that way.
Thank you.
And they need to go over mandatory fraud and risk awareness training.
I see. So what does that mean?
So that means they teach you how to use the terminal, how to, do refunds, if there's potential fraud and so on. It's just like a little training session.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're most very welcome. So we'll do that verbal acceptance now. So with each question, I need a clear yes or no response, please.
I can do it. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, question 1. Have you ever had a merchant facility refused or terminated before by any bank or card scheme?
I say no.
Do you agree that the fees and charges payable for your merchant facility are the ones that have been discussed, including any others set out in the fee schedule that I'll send you a copy of shortly?
I agree. I say yes.
Do you agree that the fees and charges payable for your merchant facility are to be debited from the account that's been nominated with me today?
I say yes.
I will now be completing a direct debit request with you, which will authorize and request Commonwealth Bank user ID 000952 and 001191 to arrange for fees and charges payable to be debited through a bulk electronic clearing system, BECS, from your billing account nominated earlier in the call. So it is important to note that direct debiting is not available on all accounts. Direct debits will only be processed in accordance with your merchant agreement. The DDR service agreement that forms part of the terms and conditions of this direct debit request will be sent to you via email in the next 7 days, and it should be read in conjunction with the DDR authorization we are collecting today. And if you do have any inquiries in relation to this, you should refer your financial institution.
I say yes.
Yep. Okay, so basically that's just a way to let you know that we are direct debiting fees and charges from your business transaction account.
I have no worries. Thank you very much.
Okay. We will email you a DDR service agreement after the call. Would you like to read the agreement before we proceed?
I can read the agreement.
Do you want to read it now or after the call?
I can do it now.
Okay, so if you read it now, you need to send back some signatories, like a signature page and so on. So what I can do is we can complete a verbal acceptance, and then after the call, I can send it to you via email, and then that way you can have a look at it via the email.
I can do that. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. The merchant agreement terms and conditions are found at www.combank.com.au, and it governs the use and operation of your merchant facility. Would you like to read this before we proceed?
I can say I just have to get the repeat of the question.
Yep. So the merchant agreement terms and conditions are found at www.combank.com.au, and it governs the use and operation of your merchant facility. Would you like to read this before we proceed?
I say yes, please.
So you do want to read it, or do you just want to go ahead?
I'd say just, I mean, I can read it in the email or something like that.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you.
Do you agree to be bound by the merchant agreement terms and conditions?
I agree.
Yep. We will email you a copy of it to you after the call, and we do encourage that you regularly refer to it, as it is the terms that govern our relationship with you.
Thank you.
And the final question, in addition to the merchant agreement, do you agree to the direct debit request and DDR service agreement we completed earlier, and understand that Commonwealth Bank will debit your account in accordance with these?
I agree. Thank you.
Okay. So in order for me to fast track the application and complete the verbal acceptance over the phone, I do need to make you aware of some privacy related information. We may take steps to verify the information that we have collected from you, and you must provide us with accurate and relevant information. If you provide us with incomplete or inaccurate information, we may not be able to provide you with the goods and services that you are seeking. We may disclose personal information to other members of the Commonwealth Bank and persons to whom we outsource various functions, such as our third-party companies Ingenico. So basically, Ingenico are the technicians that I just told you about.
I see it.
So they're going to contact you and organise a time and date for the delivery, installation, and some fraud and risk awareness training.
Thank you very much.
You're most very welcome. So is there anything else I can assist you with at the moment?
I could say just a time or something like that the Genico people are coming.
Well, what happens is when it's approved, they'll ask you when's the best time for them to come out, and then again half an hour before they get to your dad's house, they're going to call you.
I have no worries. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, you're most very welcome. So that basically sums up everything from my end. Any payments you require to put over the phone, so they give you their credit card information, you lodge it over the phone, you will not be able to do that for the first 90 days.
I see. I have no worries about that.
All right. So that basically sums up everything from my end here. I'll send you an email. Keep in mind it's encrypted. The password is the account number of your business transaction account without the BSB.
I see. So the password of my account is the one I did type on the phone, or?
It's the one that I read out to you earlier.
I see.
So it's just yes, you'll find it on your NetBank.
I can do that. And also, I want to just ask about the actual transactions that you were saying over the phone, or something that after the first 90 days or something happening. I just want to reread that.
Yeah, so that's basically like it's Moto. So if someone wants to give you credit card information and you manually put it through the FPOS device, you cannot do that for the first 90 days.
I see. So it's just that kind of plan.
No, it's just in general. It's our policy.
I see. So I want to ask. Why is that? Why is is it because it's unprofessional, or is it professional?
Not that it's unprofessional. There's just been such a high increase in fraudulent activity that we need to put these measures in place to protect customers as well as merchants. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. All right.
I see. That's everything.
That's everything, Danny. There's a short survey at the end of the call, and it will be really appreciated if you can please take part in that.
Thank you very much. I love your very beautiful service.
Oh, thank you very much for that. You can note that down in the survey when you're done.
I say also you can come and check out my YouTube channel, which is my full name.
Oh, I can check out your YouTube channel?
I can say it's also my Instagram channel, which is my full name.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. No worries, I'll definitely do that. Well, you have a great day. I'll pop you through the survey now.
Thank you. I'll do it for you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Please remain on the line to complete a brief survey about your experience today. The information you provide today may be used for monitoring and training purposes to improve our service, or to contact you if you need further assistance. Any information you share may be linked to your customer records. Please refer to the bank's website for more information on our privacy policy. This survey will take approximately 1 to 2 minutes to complete. First, based on your call today, how likely are you to recommend CommBank for business banking? Please enter a response from 0 to 10, where 0 is not at all likely and 10 is extremely likely. What are your main reasons for giving this score? Please say your response after the beep. Please do not disclose any confidential personal, financial, or taxation information, including account numbers, in your response. Once you're finished, just press hash.
iFboss machine.
Was your request or issue resolved to your satisfaction during this call? Please enter 1 for yes, 2 for no, and 3 for not sure. To what extent do you agree with the following statement? Please enter a response from 0 to 10, where 0 is not at all likely and 10 is extremely likely. They made it easy for me to handle my request or issue. Thank you for taking the time to provide feedback on your service experience today. Goodbye.
Say goodbye. So anyway, guys, that's the process of the iFboss machine here in Australia and how the process goes with them. And you must understand that's in 2021. And that's something that you guys understand straight away now what you need to do upon making sure that you understand that within 7 days, I have my event coming up. By making sure that no matter what, that I'm learning how to actually be just enjoying myself over here. So what I'm doing over here is I'm learning the nice and beautiful aspect of life is I'm learning how to actually do my life over here. So I just want to see over here. I have just done the receiving of a message over here that says from somebody over there at the Mounties of the Mount Pritchard RSL Club. And they're saying that people are complaining about me promoting my business cards on their cars. And they're calling up the club over here to complain about me in terms of how inappropriate my business cards are on their cars. And this person over here is saying how they want me to cease all advertising of the club and also of myself to never promote anybody in life. And what I do now is I just go and promote myself more and more because they can never stop me from promoting anything in life. So they're trying to actually, let's say, divulge me to never promote and trying to say to me, hey, that promotion of yourself is so inappropriate to never promote the club and yourself. But guess what? I promise you, I'll go promote myself in the club regardless because no matter what I do today is I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm much more successful regardless of these people. I love I promise you, it's much more how I never ever do I promise you that from this point on, that after the 28th of May, I never again do a Mounties promotion ever again. And why is that? Because they are people who are trying to make me cease all advertising at their events. When they are saying that, I promise you, Jesus Christ says that with them, I promise you, Jesus Christ never wants to go to them anyway, because I have something better now. I promise you now, what I want to do all the time is I'm focusing on making sure that I'm learning much more quicker upon helping with my Jesus Christ to just understand what he wants out of life. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that I'm learning now that these people are just somebody who are very jealous of me. I mean, they're very jealous of me and my promotional tags and what I'm doing. And they're showing me, let's say, information that says, hey, never promote yourself in all this. So what I do is I keep promoting myself regardless, and if they want to take back the money or if they want to do something to make me lose, I probably should let it be. I give them all the money. I give them all the money because that's my event. I mean, that's my event. I have to promote myself. And now you must understand that they said to me that I can actually promote myself and I can go around and promote myself. And I gave them all the information here to be able to promote myself. And they're messaging me now saying to never promote myself and for the events that I gave money for. I gave money for this event to be successful, and they never want me to be successful. So just understand that and just realize that I'm much more successful than these people. So what I'm doing now is I'm making sure I can go and promote myself regardless of these people. And if they never allow me to have an event on the day, I say cancel the event. I then cancel the event. I promise you, Jesus Christ says to cancel the event then and just go somewhere different very quickly, because regardless of what happens, I promise you in eternity, I understand straight away I have greater status regardless. When you understand, so what I want to do is understand that over there in the mountains, I realize that with Jesus Christ, I understand that even with Jesus Christ, I promise you, they want everybody to go through the people over there, through the board meeting, and they want people to ask them questions so that they say no. I mean, they want to be leaders of some kind to tell people no, because their club policy is to never promote the club. I mean, you understand? That's their club policy, and they never want anybody at that club to be promoting the club overall, because you have to understand the thing is about that club is understand this, that when you give money for their club to hold an event at their club, then they never allow you to promote your event at the Mount Pritchard RSL Club is what they're saying. So guess what? It's much more how they're frauds. I mean, they're people who are frauds then. I mean, in a sense, so what I do is understand the world is good, and just understand that no matter what that I feel, that I can see how I do much greater than them, and I'm understanding that no matter what, that they're better than everything. I'm making sure that you must understand that. Since I'm understanding that, I'm making sure that I focus upon understanding on how they're actually promoting this. And it's much more how I understand the information behind it. And understand as soon as people like this are complaining about me promoting my business card on their cars, Approach let it be. Approach complain all you like. I mean, complain all about me as much as possible. But I get money for my event over here to promote my event somehow. And they never want to market me at all. I mean, they never want to market me at all. And they're telling me to never market myself. So that's the most hypocritical thing I've ever seen in my life. And you must understand how that is. So what I do is I keep on going and I never care about them. But if I show up on a day and if they say anything about me doing this, I'm pretty sure I'll just go and do better. I'm making sure that I'm never ever controlling anybody in words, but I have to promote my events. And that's my event. So what I do is if they try to cancel me out, probably they can never do that for me. Probably they can never do that for me. But if they try to cancel my event once I gave them money, and they keep the money too, probably, and I'm promoting my event and it never goes through, probably then guess what happens? Probably then I do better than that. I do better than that. I find some information about this. I learn something from it. I move on. But it's the same process always. I mean, because you have to promote your events. I mean, otherwise nobody else is going to promote you, but they're trying to block me with words over here. And they're trying to make me afraid for some reason. And that's how people are, and they try to make you very afraid of life. And they're trying to always tell you, hey, never promote yourself and never ever try to advertise their club or something along what's happening, because they're like the banks. I mean, they're holding information back from people to never ever help people to succeed. And that's why. So what I do now is I focus upon understanding that no matter what, that I'm just focusing on delivering content regardless, and making sure that no matter what, that people have a problem with me. I have no problem with them. Or with the messages that they send me, it's because they have a problem with me. I mean, they have a problem with me promoting me in life. I mean, they send that. So what I do is a little bit, I'm probably jealous of me, I'm probably understand. But what I do now is Jesus Christ says that there's a better pathway, and Jesus Christ says keep going to the event and keep going and promoting, and Jesus Christ says that no matter what, that they shall pass you by. And I'm understanding no matter what, I move forward regardless. So what I do is I keep going and promoting myself. So what I do is as I promote my events like this, actually it's much more how I keep promoting the event. And now Jesus Christ asks me now to make sure that I go and keep promoting their event as well. I have to keep promoting them as well, because no matter what, I'm learning something about this, that they never want to promote themselves as a club. I mean, they never want to promote themselves as a club. I love it. I have to promote them because I'm just holding an event there with them. That's it. Otherwise, I promote myself regardless. For life, I will promote them. I promote them always. But the thing is, they never want me to promote them. I mean, you understand? Because they're complaining about me. And guess what, bro? It's much more how I feel. So as I feel, I shall go and grow myself and actually always just understand how to study much greater in terms of what I'm doing. But I'm understanding that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly that other people never want me successful. And understand that no matter what, that they never become successful. I promise you, they never become successful unless they're with Jesus Christ in eternity only. In this lifetime, I promise you. The only way they are successful is because of Jesus Christ. And that's it. You understand? I promise you, it's because they get to go to eternity, and that's the only time they're successful. You understand? But in this lifetime here, with Jesus Christ, in terms of being alive and walking this lifetime, I promise they have no success. Or they have no success. I mean, you understand? Because they're never great people. Or they never have greatness like Danny Milivojevic. I mean, you understand? But yes, everybody's successful with Jesus Christ. But in this lifetime, probably these people who are trying to blame me and criticize me and complain against me for promoting myself, probably they are never great people. Understand? So make sure you understand that I'm doing better and the world is good by making sure that everything's better only. Make sure, anyway, that as I grow, that no matter what, I'm learning every single day, that I focus on the overall picture, which is nobody's trying to kill me, but make sure you understand that they are people who are talking negative about me. And they're talking negative about me. And is it possible to state that? I'm sure Jesus Christ says that it's that kind of vibe. It's the kind of vibe that they're sending me negative messages upon life. You understand? And it's more that they disagree with me. I mean, they disagree with me promoting myself. You understand? And they disagree with themselves promoting themselves. So what I understand from this point of view is Jesus Christ says just keep going and just relax. And I focus upon understanding to just do greater always. So what I understand that what I want to do now is I focus on promoting myself regardless of them, so I can push the company forward, which is my company, and I never care about them. I never care about them here. I'm making sure I promote them, but regardless of what's happening, I realize if they really want to cancel the event because I've been promoting them, then Jesus Christ says that they're going downhill as a club and everything. Sooner than later, then no matter what, that club's gone from their life. I mean, they're saying, but my promotion of me is going up always. So no matter what, I realize that I'm always understanding how to actually go and really explain much more. But they're involving children's clinics over here and saying that the children seen me over there and that it was very inappropriate for me to, let's say, promote myself. But it's very appropriate for me to promote myself because I show people my images of life. And they are calling it inappropriate around children. I mean, they're fucking stupid people. Because guess what, bro? You must understand they have to promote yourself in front of children. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that they're just people who are below that. I mean, they're pedophiles. Bro, they're pedophiles. I mean, you understand? Bro, that's what it is. Bro, they're serial killers. I mean, in a sense, so what I do is I'm doing better than them, but everything's better. I mean, everything's only better. I'm making sure anyway, you must understand that Jesus Christ says that they're coming from that point of view. And they're coming from a pessimist kind of view over here that's actually below standard and they're degrading themselves. So I focus on just asking myself to succeed and I do something greater. So as I do greater, I'm focused upon understanding that kind of image of what I need every single day is a nice and beautiful impact in life to focus on becoming more. So as I become more, I deliver content and I'm making sure I'm always at the half time. I'm at the half time today. I mean, so no matter what, there's another half to go. And I focus on giving that content very quickly. So as I go and really support myself now, I'm actually understanding that no matter what, I have so much more to do daily. So I'm actually understanding that I want to go and deliver. I'm delivering something that's actually working for myself to grow myself into the best kind of individuality every single day. And I focus on understanding that no matter what, I always have more happening now. So no matter what, that after everything I've been through, apparently other people never want me to promote myself. It's because they're people who never promote themselves. So what I do now is I keep going. I keep promoting myself. I never have to go to Liverpool now. I save 1 hour of time, but making sure that's the case now. I'm making sure I just relax over here now. I've already done that nice and beautiful attitude, so making sure that is around 2 hours of, I mean, let's just say 3 hours of, I'll just say 3 hours, I say traveling and fashion photos physically. So I just save some time over here. So I'm making sure that no matter what I do now is I have to keep going this way. And Jesus Christ says keep going this way because you have to be promoting yourself in the club and you have to promote everything. You have to promote the address of where they are. I mean, I have to promote my events altogether. I have to promote my event. I mean, I gave $500 to promote my event. I mean, what are they expecting me to do? I mean, guess what, Prosh? If you give $500 to have an event, to promote your event somewhere where you give $500 and you gave them $500 to promote your event around town to have people come to the club over there, and they're saying never do that, and they're saying never promote their club here. I mean, how do I actually have people at my event then? I mean, how do I have people at my event? So guess what? I promise you, it's much more how stupid they look. I mean, they look so stupid. I mean, understand? So I move on, man. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, understand? I mean, it's like Jesus Christ telling you to never promote yourself. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, that's the worst thing that God can say to you. I promise you. Understand? I mean, believe me, that Jesus Christ wants everybody to promote themselves always. I mean, they never want me to promote myself. So I'm not saying anyway that it's just such a stupid roll call for them to send me this information. You understand? So they're going by some critics over there and they're believing some freaking idiots over there about life and about my images and promotions. I mean, in a sense, so no matter what, I realize that I'm just doing my life over here. I mean, if you want to cancel the event, if Jesus Christ says that if they cancel your event, then just let it go and let it be and move on and let it be that way. That's one of the worst people alive who do that. I promise you. There's a people who are jack shit in life. I promise you. To cancel your event, I promise you gave them $500 to promote yourself, and they cancel your event because you're promoting the event. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, fuck off. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, fuck off. Understand? I mean, make sure to understand straight away that no matter what, I'm learning quickly upon what people are doing around me. But nothing is stopping me from promoting myself today. I mean, they have to kill me. I mean, they have to kill me to do something to make sure that I'm always delivering content here. I'm delivering content. I make sure that no matter what, I'm working for Jesus Christ. I'm promoting Jesus Christ over here. I'm promoting Jesus Christ, and they never want me to promote Jesus Christ, is what they're saying. I mean, they're saying to never promote Jesus Christ here. I mean, do you understand that? I mean, that's the worst thing that you can say to somebody. I mean, it's the worst thing to say to somebody to never promote Jesus Christ. I mean, understand? I mean, that's exactly what they said to me, right here. So no matter what, promote Jesus Christ now. All the way. I mean, all the way. I mean, come and kill me then. I mean, cancel my event. I mean, if they cancel the event because I was promoting Jesus Christ, then guess what happens? I'm probably sure I'll just move on. I'll move on quickly. I mean, in a sense, so no matter what, I deserve better then. I make them have the money too. I let them have the money. I move somewhere else. But I've learned some information behind it. It's very important for me now. And I'm understanding that no matter what, I can see straight away how jealous they are, because they're very jealous of me. So I focus on just understanding that I'm learning very quickly upon what I need to do to succeed. So as I succeed, I hold a greater way. I hold a greater function. I'm doing something that actually helps me grow. And that way I'm doing my life forward. I'm doing a better life every single day. I'm focusing on something that helps me move forward daily. And I'm making sure that I have more than enough to succeed. But now Instagram is showing you exactly who's seen your messages and who's yet to see your messages as well. So I'm understanding now what I do is deliver something that's actually happening for myself, which is Jesus Christ. And I'm making sure that no matter what, I upload this content because it's much better.